The godlike being known as Superman, who fell from the stars and decided to devote his life to saving the humans of Earth, versus the conquering abusive father. Who wins between these two great characters if they are to fight each other in an all-out battle? Let's figure it out today in the MC Clash. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below on any thoughts I have about this video. Now, before we get right into it, let me just state I'm going to be using Superman from Zack Snyder's Justice League and Omni-Man right up till season 2 of the Invincible series. Now let's go through the different categories which help us properly determine the victor of this battle. We shall start with the category of physical strength. Who's stronger between these two characters? Well, Omni-Man has showed himself to have incredible levels of physical strength. He's defeated the Immortal twice. He helped in the defeat of the Kaiju monster. He carried this massive boulder. He stopped a meteor the size of Texas, which is a pretty big feat, not just because of the size of Texas and also the fact that it was moving at high speeds. He also kind of flew away from a black hole, and obviously he defeated 2 Viltrumites consecutively. And that, I think, is a very big factor to really consider. The reason I believe it's that big of a factor is because though Omni-Man is one of the strongest Viltrumites, most Viltrumites should be somewhat relative to one another, meaning that the Viltrumites that he was able to defeat should be capable of doing the same durability feats that he has shown to be able to do. Like, they should be capable of taking on a couple of nuclear lasers themselves, which is a pretty big feat because he's capable of then breaking through skin and bone and completely defeating them. Now, does that mean Omni-Man has the capabilities of defeating Superman in the aspect of strength? Unfortunately, it does not. The reason why it is not enough for Omni-Man is because Superman is capable of easily defeating Steppenwolf, being way better than Steppenwolf in terms of strength, speed, durability, and absolute and utter power. Now, Steppenwolf was said to have fought the original Doomsday, who destroyed an entire moon. Now, he didn't exactly destroy the moon or turn into ashes or disintegrate it or anything like that. What he did do is break the moon into pieces. Now, that is a massive feat of power. Steppenwolf survived a battle against original Doomsday, and Superman easily defeated Steppenwolf, proving Superman's physical strength levels to be far above that of Steppenwolf, probably even far above that of that original Doomsday when he destroyed the moon, which is obviously a massive feat of physical strength and one that Omni-Man cannot even hope to compare to. Reason why that is because, for starters, a nuclear laser does not crack a city in half or anything like that. What it does do is more or less destroy the mere surface, and even if you have 5 or 6 or way more of those nuclear lasers, it'll take a lot of physical strength and way more of that power to actually compare to the physical strength of actually destroying the moon. So Omni-Man, though he is physically strong enough to hurt those Viltrumites, regardless of how durable you think those Viltrumites are, if you want to say they can take 5 or 6 nuclear lasers, that level of physical strength is still not enough to actually take down Superman, or actually compared to Superman's levels of physical strength, which is just at this point leagues ahead of Omni-Man. Now, in terms of speed, both of them are incredibly fast. Omni-Man's travel speed is much faster than his actual combat or reactive speed, obviously, as he's been shown to be capable of flying to different galaxies in record time. And Superman doesn't exactly have those same levels of travel speed feats, but we know him to be also incredibly fast because he can travel the world with incredible speed and fly from outer space to the battle against Doomsday with incredible speed. So we know him to be incredibly fast when it comes to travel speed. But what really does matter is the combat speed, and I have to say Omni-Man's combat speed hasn't always been shown to be the fastest. Yes, he was capable of being faster than a lot of different characters like the Immortal, and he did more or less react to Red Rush, but he did again just react to Red Rush, while Superman more consistently kept up with the Flash, and at certain times was even shown to be, I guess, kind of faster than the Flash. Now that, in my opinion, would easily be putting Superman's levels of speed above that of Omni-Man's. And now, in terms of durability, it's quite likely that in terms of durability, their durability is more or less relative to their levels of AP or physical strength, which should mean that Superman should be the victor of this battle because his AP is higher than that of Omni-Man's. But it is a bit of a tricky one because Superman hasn't exactly fought powerful characters or characters at his same tier of power to actually solidify his ability to actually be classified at this level of power, whilst Omni-Man has fought incredibly powerful characters. But it's still most likely that Superman is more durable than Omni-Man. But again, Omni-Man is still incredibly durable himself. Now, in terms of hand-to-hand combat, well, I believe this is an easy win for Omni-Man. Superman has little to no hand-to-hand combat skills, whilst Omni-Man is a experienced soldier who has obviously been fighting for many years and is directly trained in hand-to-hand combat, so he's definitely the victor in this aspect. And in terms of power, well, Superman is definitely the victor in that aspect. The reason why he's definitely the victor, I believe, is kind of obvious. He has more abilities than Omni-Man. They can both fly, which is obvious, but also Superman has X-ray vision, heat vision, and freeze breath. X-ray vision is useless. Freeze breath won't do much to Omni-Man, but heat vision should actually be quite dangerous to Omni-Man, given the fact that Steppenwolf again survived the battle against the original Doomsday, yet Superman's lasers were capable of drastically hurting Steppenwolf, proving how powerful they actually are. So in terms of power, Superman's definitely and easily the victor. Now ultimately, who wins between these two characters if they were to fight in an all-out battle? Well, I believe it's kind of obvious that Superman should be the victor. The reason why he is the victor is because he's stronger, he's faster, he's more durable, and he has far greater power, and all those aspects should just overwhelm Omni-Man. Omni-Man can't actually put up a really good fight against Superman because his levels of physical strength are still incredible, and he can definitely keep up with Superman's levels of speed. It's just that Superman edges him off in some ways that completely disadvantage Omni-Man and would allow Superman the victor regardless of Omni-Man winning in the aspect of hand-to-hand combat. So yes, I believe Superman should be the victor when using Zack Snyder's Justice League and Omni-Man up till season 2 of Invincible. Now, I'm sure a few people have a couple of comments and thoughts about this. If y'all do, you can leave them down below. I'd love to see them. This is MC Info with another MC Clash. I'm out.